Let's see if you can stop eating pork. I see that pork juice running down your fork. Talk about you blessed in the streets of New York. I see that tight pushing 3-piece suit that you bought. When you gonna rock that? When you go to court? Maybe Sunday, better get Easter. I blast at your masters. Knowledge reigns supreme over all you teachers. Pedophile supporters, cool rigor mortis. Your niggas out of order. When Christ returns, you hear the screams in the chorus. Now read
Revelations 6 and 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Disgusting society that we live in, man. And we gotta separate from the society. We gotta separate. How long does the white man have to murder and kill for you to realize he's a goddamn devil? How long does he have to murder and rape and arrest and shoot unlawfully for you to realize this white man is a goddamn beast?
All he does is rape, murder, steal, and plunder. You understand that? And as a result, they destroyed our people. And as a result, our people are running around with the goddamn Wu-Tang Clan. Because there's a Jewish imposter on the planet. When you take away a man's identity, you can replace it with anything. That's why we're in every religion.
And what I'm telling you, what I have to teach you, every race does it automatically. You don't have to teach Asians to join themselves. You don't have to teach East Indians to join themselves. You don't have to teach Arabs. When them Africans come over here from Africa, you don't have to teach them that. You don't have to teach them Vietnamese. You have to teach us. You have to teach us.
Good night. Damn right, damn right. You understand? Shalom Israel, we back again. You understand? With Sharpen the Sword Radio. I am the host. And I got my man, damn, I forgot to say my name, Captain the Goggle Bar, you understand me? And I got my man, Officer Cabal Katal on the ones and the twos down in this mug with me, man. You understand? I got a couple of stories that we're going to bring out. You understand? If anybody got any questions, want to make a comment, or just want to listen live, you could dial 712-832-8330. And the access code is 910-1409. And let me see. Upcoming, let me see an announcement. The upcoming food drive. The next one is going to be on the 19th of March, 2021 this year. Okay, that's going to be on a Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. or until all the food is gone. All right, make sure y'all heard. Okay, man, we get a lot of positive feedback from the people, man. You understand? Did all of them people that was in the line come tell you that the food was lasting too? Damn near every last one of them said, man, y'all gave us so much food. I still got food. And almost everybody in the line kept saying that, and they was telling us, thank you. They was thanking Commander General Yohana, and God bless y'all, man. We appreciate what y'all doing. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time, it was a preacher, you understand, that I had went in on. This was at the start of the pandemic. I went in on him right outside at the food drive. He pulls up in a Lincoln truck, new Lincoln truck, right? He said, hey, what's going on over here? I'm pastor, whatever the hell he said, pastor, whoever, right? And he's a preacher. And he said, I just want to know what's going on over here. I said, well, we feeding the people because you know, then we had it going around a lot. We had it wrapping around a lot. So you couldn't really tell, you understand, you couldn't really see exactly what we was doing. Okay? And so now we got it going straight up the sidewalk, straight up the street. You know what I mean? So you good to go. You pull right on up to us. The brother's going to throw that food in your trunk or your back seat from the sidewalk, and you can get on right on out of it. And the pastor pulls up and said, what's going on over here? I said, well, Commander General Yohana of the ISUPK is feeding our people today. And he said, man, all them new cars in that line, them people don't need no food. I said, dude, they just lost their jobs.
Right.
Millions of people just lost their job. It's like 2 million. They turned around and laid off 10,000 from, what's that, Disney World? 10,000 got laid off from Disney World. I think it was 2,000. This is just here in St. Louis. 2,000 got laid off from Enterprise. 7,000 got laid off from the casinos. I mean, and then we ain't gonna talk about the 85 restaurants that closed for good. I mean, and the list just goes on and on. And this dummy said, it just lets you know that those Christians are evil as shit.
Right.
I don't care if you do got a job. I'll feed you. Like, who cares? Because you work. Oh, nigga, man don't work, man don't eat. Damn, if you do work, you can eat. You understand?
Yeah.
The general feed niggas every day that got jobs. Like, who cares? Like, why would that hurt you, man? You understand? And that just lets you know that those preachers are extremely evil, man. Those are some evil people, man. You understand? And that right there lets you know that that religion has nothing to do with God.
Right.
You understand? Nothing to do with Christ. Christ took brothers that was working, and he started working for Christ. And he fed them. You understand? He fed them. So I mean, man, but that was sad to even hear that. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up cutting him. I went in on him some more. You know, because like I said, I don't care if you got a job, man. If you're home. Matter of fact, how many people? Matter of fact, hold up. That they passed the anniversary. When they cook food, how many people that got jobs and they feed them? You understand? They sit down and eat with the pastor. How many of them got jobs? How many of them don't got jobs? Go ahead.
You got to pay for those.
Huh?
You got to pay for pastor's anniversary.
You got to pay for them?
$75 a plate. Last one I saw.
Wee. Oh, you sure enough got to have a job to eat with the pastor, huh?
Kind.
Good night. So they ain't just feeding nobody.
Oh, lie.
Job is no job. They don't give a damn. You got to pay to play or eat around here.
Kind.
So you got to pay to play and eat. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, they evil, man. The Christian church is, oh my God, what an evil institution. You understand? My God, if you don't, it's 2021, man. What the hell are you doing believing in the Christian church? Even going to one, even praying like one, you know what I'm saying? Even doing anything like what are you doing? Like, that is terrible, like you can't even get no food, man. And that's what the pastor has said.
Oh God.
He said all them new cars over there, hell, the people trying to figure out how the hell they gonna pay for them now that they ain't got no job.
Right.
You know, they were depending. Black people have always depended on their jobs in this place. We turn around and listen to these people that's over us, that's oppressing us and ruling over us, and we listen to them and we go and get their education. We go and get their training. We go and get their certificates to try to secure a job or career or whatever to take care of ourselves. And how many people you know that depended on their career and then got disappointed? It happens every day. It happens every day. This ain't nothing that just turn around and happens once every now and then. Every blue moon. It happens every day. We always losing our jobs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Constantly losing our job. This ain't nothing that's new to us. Whether you young or old. You turn around, we've always been the last ones hired and the first ones fired. Always. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that preacher though, man, that was terrible. You know? And guess what? Commander Junior Hunter ain't asking if you got no job and let me see your W-2s and your check stubs and all that. if you need food, guess what you come do? You come get it.
Right.
You see that brother that was in the great pickup?
Yeah.
He turned around and he said, "Hey man, is the food for any nigga?" I started, nigga, get on up here and get this food.
Right.
I started to tell him, is it for anybody? And that's a shame. Because you know where they come from. They come from the Christian church. Because they reject people all the time. They reject people in their food pantries and their food drives and all of that. They reject the very people that they claim to be turning around and helping and serving. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I said, bro, damn right. How much you need? You understand? How much you need? And he got hooked up, just like everybody else that came in that line. You know what I mean? It was a lot of people, man, that's there, and they'll repeat people. And I know that they ain't just in the line lying, trying to get no food. They were asking. You know what I'm saying? They love to claim that black people are the worst people on the planet. They love to say that about us. They love to say that we always scheming and scamming and all this and trying to run game and doing all this. But they act, man, look, I know a family live across the street. Did you see the Ishikawa sister? The one Lupe? Lupita? Look, we do that every time she come. I cannot understand what she's saying. And I need to take her name and write it down myself. You hear me? Because she turned around, Lopez, Lupita. And I be like, look who? You understand? And she already got a mask on. You know what I'm saying? And I can't understand. I'm trying to put my ear all at the damn mask so I can hear her. And she, Lupita. And then she give me the other dude's name. You know, she even asked. You know what I'm saying? She said, I got neighbors and they have no transportation. Can I get them food? Yeah. You understand?
Well,
Take it to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Feed, guess what? Them some Lopez's too.
Right.
You understand? Them our people too. So goddamn right. Take them the food. The other sister, you see how quick she spun back around with her truck?
Yeah.
She said, man, I'm just in between work and I'm getting this food for these two families. I need to get some more for, and she been coming since we started. I said, sis, go get your truck and come on back. She said, I'll be right back. And I'm talking, it wasn't 5 minutes. And she came back and she got the rest of the other 4-5 families that needed food. Go ahead, Word.
So like, she pick up for 8 families every time she comes.
Every single time, yeah.
Every time,
yeah. And that sister ain't just trying to be greedy and filling up her damn freezer. You understand? She could do that and just get food for herself.
So like,
fill up the freezer just getting food for her and her family.
So
everybody said every 2 weeks I still got food.
Right.
You understand? So you ain't got to lie. You ain't got to do that. And she ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
don't you let nobody tell you that you just a horrible person and all you know how to do is get over and scam and do all that. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Honey got it set up that if you need it, come get it.
Right.
Simple as that. You know what I mean? You got to worry about the pastor looking at what kind of car you drive. The pastor probably looked in the line and saw some better cars than his. That's what it pissed him off. That how have you in a line begging for food? How the hell you driving good like me? That's what pissed the pastor off. You understand? Do you see how many people? I ain't never owned no goddamn Benz. You know some people that come in with Benz? They come in there and guess what? They ain't got no goddamn job.
Right.
So we supposed to not feed them because they got a good, nice car? You know what I'm saying? And they lost their job? And you know they cut the unemployment off? And they trying to make them pay it back? You understand? They already putting poor people in a horrible position, man. The white man is the devil. That's all he trying to do is guess what? Hurt us some more.
Damn right.
That's it. So I guess we supposed to act like the church and then be idiots like them and turn around and say, oh no, brother, you got 2 trucks. You understand? I'm talking about you. You got 2 trucks. Oh, get out this line, bro. You can't get no food. No, we ain't taking care of you because you got 2 trucks.
Right.
I know they'll look at me. Oh, you got a motorcycle? Oh man, you don't need no food. You ain't lost your job, nigga. You good. You got trucks and houses and everything. Oh no, get out of here. You understand? In Jesus' name. Hey, they'll turn me away in Jesus' name.
Damn right.
In the name and in the blood of Jesus, brother. They're going to turn me away.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Not before they pass that plate to you first. Since you got 2 trucks,
Since I got 2 trucks.
go ahead and drop something into
Since I
play.
got a motorcycle, you better drop something on Jesus now.
Right.
You better drop something on the Lord. Okay? For the Lord gets you. You know what they teach about them tithes? Well, God gonna get you, boy. You don't pay them tithes, but you can eat pork though. You can celebrate Christmas. You can celebrate your birthday. You can be a whore. You can sleep with whores. You can be gay. You can be lesbian. You can molest children because you know they do in the church. Oh my God, you know that's their thing in there. But God gonna turn around and get you if you don't pay them tithes.
Right.
Shame on you. Where's my Home Depot stick? Pop your hand. Let me pop your hand with my Home Depot, the paint stirrer stick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them is good little correction tools. Nah, I don't want to give nobody no idea. Had them popping their little kids on their little hand when they trying to touch that socket. You hear?
Salaki.
Don't hit them too hard now.
Salaki. They already using them. They already using them.
They
The
probably
wood.
using the big ones.
Okay.
They using the big long
Okay.
when you stir the 5-gallon buckets with.
Okay.
Not the little ones. I'm talking about them the ones I use.
Oh,
The
no.
little- You understand? The little thin when you stir the gallon with, they got the 5-gallon.
Got them good.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. You know what I mean, man. But yeah, like I said again, on the 19th of March, if you need food from 1 to 3, right outside our school, 5261 Delmar Boulevard. If you need it, come get it. You understand? All you gotta do is give your information that we ask of you, and then pull right on off, man. You understand? So many people, they feel comfortable about that too, because do you know how many pantries make you, in a sense, like qualify to get food?
God.
You gotta sit down, you gotta fill out an application, they gotta check your W-2s, they gotta check your check stubs, they gotta run a record on you,
God.
just to feed you.
Salaki. That's why they keep asking, who is that for? Who is that for? Because a lot of these churches and other organizations, they what they do is basically they want it to where they make sure they people get in. So you got to register before you can get the food.
Yeah.
So we got to run all of this information on you before you can get the food. Now our people, we letting them in. They got to get no paperwork.
Come on,
But-
and they love it.
But for you, oh no, it's registration to keep other people away, so that way they can make sure that they people get what they want them to have.
Exactly. You already know that's the reason they do that. So that they can deny. That's just like it's like the same thing with their job process, the same thing with their school. They starting their goddamn elementary school, middle school, high school, college. You understand? It's a process of elimination. There are certain people that they want in and certain people that they want out.
Right.
The same way they turned around and used the light skin versus the dark skinned slaves. The ones in the light skin, he get to come in the house. You understand?
God.
But the black and the coon black, well, you got to be way out there in the goddamn field. You know what I mean? And they doing that same thing today. You know, like you said, it's a process of elimination. There's certain people they won't get any food, and certain people that they don't. And guess what? You are just so happen to be the ones that they don't want to get the food.
Right.
Simple as that. All right. But let me see what else. Oh, and don't forget our classes throughout the week. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Right here in our school. And we got a free conference line you can call in. You can ask questions over Facebook and Twitter. You understand? You can text the questions if you got a question. You want to text it. You don't want to be over the line. Live, you can text your questions at 314-696-8288. All right. Now let's go on and jump with some articles, man.
Okay.
Give me that first article. Wow.
Arizona police arrest 37 in a child sex trafficking operation.
37 people, man. During the pandemic, these nasty people just cannot, these sexual deviants just cannot, These perverts just cannot just go get you a woman or get you a man even, because there's some women in there too.
Right.
There's some women involved in that too. And you would just think, how could a mother do such a thing, right? You would think that. You would think, how could a mother do such a thing? Well, guess what? They don't care either. If you are a greedy piece of garbage for money, you sell your kids. You sell somebody else's kids. You understand? And that's what they're doing. It's big business in that, man. Like, why is that even an industry? They call it an industry out.
Yeah.
Child pornography is an industry. Sex trafficking children is an industry. That's not an industry. That's a crime.
Yeah.
You understand? That is a crime. But the white man, and you know who loves it the most. You know who's front and center when it comes to this thing happening and taking place. They even had, who was that woman that wanted to lower the age of consent to what was it, 8 or 10 years old? Yeah, white woman. Pull that article for me too. And while you doing that, I'm finna get the statistics on child porn and stuff like that, man. It's disgusting. You know, during the pandemic, they couldn't even leave the damn babies alone, man. They're taking advantage of them, you know, even more. All right, let me give me 1 second. Let me pull some of these stats here. Yeah, it's a woman wants to lower the age of consensual sex to 10 years old, I believe it is. Type that in and see what comes up. Okay, now these are the statistics on sex trafficking, the porn industry, internet and television pornography, Christians, and porn. You know, that's an industry too, right? You understand? These sick ass preachers, they in on it too. You know, youth statistics, child pornography, and sex trafficking. It says that 1.2 million children are being trafficked every year. Did you hear that? 1.2 million children are being sex trafficked every year. And you hear this and you won't serve God so that the Lord can protect you and your children. That's how the Lord said that you and them babies of yours will stay safe if you obey Him. You understand? Not just have a gun. It's okay to have one of those. It's okay to have a knife. It's okay to have a bat behind the door. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to. I've seen. I don't know who did this, but I have seen the children put the little tracking devices on their phones, on their belts, in their backpacks. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. And guess what? It's okay if you do that, but guess what? The Lord said, if you do no evil thing, no evil shall come unto you. That's in the Bible. So if you do that, your children will be way safer than you getting a tracking device or monitor, you know what I'm saying? Or a bat behind the door, or even a damn gun or a bazooka. You understand? Having the Lord protect you will be way greater than any damn weapon you could ever think of. Any damn tracking device that you can ever think of. All right? So like, well, 1.2 million children are being trafficked every year. Okay? And this is in addition to the millions already held captive by trafficking. Do you hear that? How disgusting that is, man. To where you won't, when I see our little children, you know what I'm saying? I think about mine. You know what I mean? And guess what? I say, hey, little guy, little baby, little girl, you know what I'm saying? They speak, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hello, hi. They wave, they smile. I look at them, I smile back, and I send them on their parents' seat. And they say, oh, hey, how you doing? I speak to the parent. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I don't look at them and get thirsty. That's sick. I don't look at them and want to traffic them nowhere. You understand? Only thing I think of traffic is when I see them half the time is when they be playing in the street. You understand? I don't want to hit them. That's what I don't want to do. Not turn around and send them off nowhere. But that's already including with the millions already. That's gone already. And then check this out. It says every. Wait a minute. Let me ask you. Guess how. Before I say it. I'm about to give it. I'm about to say it again. How? Let me see. Children are being prepared for sexual exploitation at what kind of rate? How fast? How fast? How often is a child being prepared for sexual exploitation? How fast do you think that happens?
Slovakia, once every about 3 seconds.
That's in there too, but this one is 2 minutes. This one is 2 minutes. The second one is in there too. It's in there too. You right. You right though. You own it. You know. I know you know. You understand? But good goddamn night. Every 2 minutes a child is being. They supposed to be being prepared for school the next day. They supposed to be getting prepared to eat their lunch or their dinner or their breakfast. They supposed to be getting prepared to go outside and play. That's what mine like to do. You understand? They should be prepared to ride them hoverboards all around my goddamn living room if they can't go outside.
Right.
I wake up every morning prepared with a belt. You know what I'm saying? To start getting, boy, they be sounding like they be flipping off them damn things. They move the tables out. I'm talking about get the playing all around my hardwood floors and starting. I see the tire track. I see they little hoverboard tracks all in my hardwood floor. You hear me? I wake up in the morning, they in there boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what is y'all doing? And then I saw them one time. Look, my daughter, she riding backwards. My son, he down on his knees on all over. He like he surfing and shit. You know what I'm saying? They doing all kind of stunts on them damn things. My 4-year-old, he just now learning, but he'll be doing stunts on his in a minute too. You know what I mean? That's what you be preparing children for. You know what I'm saying? It's to have a good time and enjoy being a child, not being prepared for no goddamn sexual exploitation. That is disgusting, man. That is disgusting. Then it says. The average age of a trafficked victim is between the ages of 12 and 14. All right. Approximately 30 million children have lost their childhood through sexual exploitation. Guess how many years? Over the past how many years?
30 million? Slovakia, that's probably 5 years.
30 years.
30?
The last 30 years.
Well, that's better than I thought.
Right, that's a little longer than what we thought. I would have thought 5 too.
Because they talking about
they do it
how
much.
often, and then that's how many more they're getting each time. That's not how many that are already gone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they gone at 12, you know, but you counted her that one time. The next 5, 6 years that she's stuck in this lifestyle, she don't count no more. You just counting the next ones that they out here stealing. And it's just sick. It's sad, and especially for our people. Like we like this is shocking to Edomites because this is something new to them. Edomites been abducting our kids since we've been here, since we done met them on the plantation. They started there, and they have not stopped. So that's one of them things. Like in our community, like we get offended by it, but we're kind of numb to it. You know what I mean? Like we're used to somebody coming and taking our kids and us never knowing where the hell they are again.
Right.
Like and the sex trafficking, like it's getting a lot of light now, which is definitely good to show the wickedness of this oppressor and how his wickedness don't just extend to the ones he considers slaves. His wickedness extends to his own brothers and sisters. He don't care. As long as he making that profit, he don't care who he step on. And this is just sick.
John, you right, huh? You are absolutely right, man. And it is sick and it is disgusting. Now check this out. The total market value. How did it even get on the market? The total market value, like this goddamn house we're talking about. We're talking about the innocent damn lives of little children, man. And this is the market value. This ain't no goddamn house. This ain't no house. This ain't no car. This is a damn life. And they said the total market value of illicit human trafficking is estimated to be in excess of $32 billion. And you wonder why Commander General Yohana has to give away food.
Right.
Because you're spending $32 billion on damn sex trafficking. That's what they spending in this goddamn world, man. It's $32 billion. Go ahead.
So lucky they've only ever treated us like we were a commodity. We were the original stock on the stock market. So humans having
they've been doing it. Yeah.
They have the most experience.
Now take our children.
Right.
They walking home, or getting off a bus or whatever. You catch them, put them in the alley and put them in a white van. Hey, who cares? Who cares? They're acres. Who cares about an acre? This is why we should care about ourselves.
Right.
What Captain Tazariak just said, all the captain and Captain Katazar and the other officer on the song, the speaking that they did was fucking amazing. But Captain Tazariak said that we are the only people that you have to teach to come together.
Right.
And that is terrible, lie. You don't have to do that to Chinese people. That's why it ain't so many little Chinese kids missing. You understand? You don't have to do that with the Arabs. That's why the Arabs keep a close eye on their goddamn children.
Right.
You try to marry one of they. You try to sleep with one of their girl. Some years back, I remember this story, but I know it happened some more. But down on the south side, on I think it was. It's either was it Shodo or Shenandoah? I can't remember what street it is. But some Arabs owned a little convenience mart, and their daughter went to Roosevelt, and she fell in love with the football, the goddamn quarterback. You hear me? She fell in love. This little brother was all cut up and athletic as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know you got to be fast. You got to be built to be the quarterback because you got some running to do. You understand? Because you got the whole other half of the people on the field trying to get you. You understand? So you got to be able to run around that thing. And man, she fell in love with him. And that brother was turning that little Arab thing up. You hear me? And the father found out about it and killed his daughter, man. That's how close of an eye they keep on their damn children. But ours, oh man, look at it. And we learned that from our oppressor. You understand? To just let the oppressor just pick them up on the bus. And the bus driver be a pervert half the time. Take them to school. The teachers be a pervert. The goddamn principal. How many principals have molested our children? How many goddamn coaches have molested our children? How many English teachers and math teachers have molested our children? And they just send them right on to the school. You know? Don't even give a damn. They looking out for theirs.
Right.
And guess what? You better believe that we looking out for ours in the ISPK too. You understand? Then it says sex trafficking is the fastest growing business of organized crime and the third largest criminal enterprise in the world. You understand that this is a business? This is the fastest growing business. They looking at this like this is damn Quick Trip when it came out. Quick Trip was the fastest growing gas stations. Once they put that first one out there with that food, oh man, it was over. Quick Trip started sewing the game up. And I think Quick Trip is the leading gas station now, ain't it?
I know it is here.
Yeah, I think they the leading gas station here. You know, because I know they ain't all over. But they the leading gas station here in damn say they took over the fastest growing business in St. Louis. When they put that goddamn food corner in the back, oh my God. You understand, with the ice cream and the pretzels and the pizza and every damn thing they got back there. The damn chicken sandwiches, the quesadillas, the burritos. Don't ask me have I seen the menu. You understand? Don't ask me, okay? But man, this ain't no business. This is a crime, man. I couldn't even make this article and even put business together with crime. Because it's not a business. It's the same as drug dealing. It's a crime. Drugs ain't no business. It's destroying lives. Go ahead.
When it gets to the Nakers level, it's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
When it's at the Edomite level, oh, that's an organized business.
It's a business.
That's a cartel. That's a mafia. That is an organization. Okay, that's why they put business in there, because this is not just this ain't happening at the local maker level. This is happening at the actual people who are the actual thugs, the actual criminals. This is who's conducting this. Like this ain't, like I said, this ain't your local gang or the local crew down the street who sell dime bags. Like, that's not them.
Nah.
This is people who have good jobs.
Yeah.
And
businesses.
Businesses.
They're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to damn exploit and ruin the life of a goddamn child, man. It's disgusting.
And we got to remember, a lot of these children are not just trafficked in that city, in that state. They're trafficked out of the country.
Right.
So you talking about people with international connections, hiding people on flights. Like this ain't us. We know who's doing this. Like,
right. It's like, absolutely. Let me see. What's the next one here? Hold on 1 second. It says here, an estimated 293,000 American youths currently are at risk of being victims of commercial sexual exploitation. The majority of these victims are runaway or thrown away youths who live on the streets and become victims of prostitution. That's terrible, man. That is terrible. You know? Let me get a couple of more. Okay. Okay, now this is breaking down the different years of how child pornography grew. This goes back to 1998. It says incidents of child sexual exploitation have risen from 4,573 in 1998 to 112,083 in 112,083 in 2004. All right. Let me see. Child pornography is one of the fastest growing businesses online, and the content is becoming much worse. In 2008, Internet Watch Foundation found 1,536 individual child abuse domains. Like, that is terrible. On the internet. Do you see why kids should not have internet access? You know? Like, when they exploit it, guess what? They shouldn't have cartoons either, because they putting sex in cartoons. You know what I mean? They put in their cartoons as well. What else they got? Let me see. Annual report of 2008 of all known child abuse domains, 58% are housed in the United States. Now this is America, America, God shed his grace on thee. Is God shedding his grace on these children? You understand? Come on, man. God did not establish America.
Right.
You understand? God is waiting to destroy this filthy place,
Damn
man.
right.
And it's in the Bible. Over half of the sexual exploitation sites is right here in this country. So who are they fighting? You understand? Who is the devil fighting? Now he's fighting himself. Because you know, how to catch a predator? You know what I mean? On that show, How to Catch a Predator, who do you find on the show all the time? White men, nasty ass white men. That's like, oh, you're 13? Oh, yeah, it's your first time? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you. It'll be fun. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
And the look on their face when they get caught.
Oh, my God. I really wasn't coming here to have sex. Oh, you weren't? Oh, let me show you exactly what you said. Let me see, page, because you sent like 1,000 pages. But let me see on page 900, you said, oh, I can't wait to make love to you. Oh, knowing that you're 12, oh, it's going to feel so good.
Cut.
You understand?
That's a like it.
That's what they say.
We showing up with beer and condoms.
You hear me? You show up with beer and condoms.
I wasn't planning on having sex.
I wasn't planning. What are the condoms for? Well, I was just going to give them to her. What the? You know what I'm saying? Do you hear that? You be seeing the show. Do you hear the lies that come about these devils' mouths?
Okay.
They had one to turn around, knock, and he came in and he was like, knock, knock, I'm here, it's me, whatever his name was, right? I'm here, and he peeping around and he's like, where are you? She's like, I'm getting out of the shower, hold on, let me get my towel, right? She turned around, it's the decoy, right? The one that's acting like she's a child. And she turned around and said, this man, whatever his name was, he came to have sex with a 13-year-old girl, and watch what he does next. And he's like, where are you? Where's the bathroom? What room are you in? Let me know where you are. And she, I'll be right there. Just wait, I'll be right there. And he said, you're 19, right? You're 19. Is that correct? You're 19, aren't you? You know what I'm saying? And then when he sat down, he said, you came here to have sex with a 19-year-old? Yeah, she told me she was 19. Oh, but her right here on page 25, because you sent 3,000 pages, you understand, of communications, you said right here, oh, I love that you are underage. You understand? I can't wait to be with you. But now she's 19.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what these devils, they love that nasty mess, man. You understand? When I see my children and my brothers and my sisters' children, I think of little babies that want to play, that want fruit snacks, the ones that don't have pork in it. You know some got the pork, some don't. They want chips, they want bikes, they want skates, they want laptops, you understand, tablets and PlayStations and Xboxes. My son, look, we turned around and redoing the basement, right? Painted the basement and stuff. And he couldn't wait to get his, cause we put their little space back downstairs, because the wood we put it up on the second floor. So we put in their little game room and stuff. He like, Daddy, there go the Xbox. You can hook it up right there. It's right there. I brought it down here. He ready to play the game. You ready to get it in a new play quarters, okay? But that's what they thinking about, and that's what I think about when I think of them. Not to get ready to exploit them for no sex, man. That's terrible. They need to wait until they become an adult and they can make that decision and say, okay, I'm ready to be with somebody. That's when that should happen. Not some pervert, man, that want to take advantage of a child. Okay? Because you can't get a woman, you have to go get a goddamn child. Okay? Go ahead and read that article, Ward.
The same article? The 37?
Kind of read some more.
Okay. Authorities in Arizona on Friday announced the arrest of 37 people in connection with a large-scale child sex crime and human trafficking operation. The multi-agency sting called Operation Broken Hearts caught men and women between the ages of 21 and 66. Many of those arrested lived in the Phoenix area. The Phoenix, Mesa, Chandler, and Tempe police departments have partnered with Homeland Security and the Arizona Attorney General's office, KNXV reported.
Yeah. Okay, drop them and get the next one.
Okay.
Go on and drop them and give me the next article.
Missouri overpays 45,000 workers $150 million in unemployment benefits.
Good damn night. Now, where they finna get this money from? But you gave poor people that was already poor, had no savings, had no money, working from check to damn check. You overpaid them. Them black and Hispanic people that you underpay every single day of the year.
Right.
Now you overpaid them in unemployment benefits. And guess who they want to pay the money back? The poor people that they just gave the money to. If you tell me that this beast, this animal, called the so-called white man, is not the devil, well, I might put hands on you.
Right.
Salakia. You understand? I might want to put some hands on you. That is terrible, man.
Huh.
Read article.
Missouri executive leaders wanted to take back around $150 million in overpaid unemployment benefits to workers in the state. During a lengthy committee hearing Tuesday afternoon, lawmakers agreed to not take back the money because it was the state's mistake.
Check this out, though. Come on.
Director of the Department of Labor and Industrial Research, Anna Hui, testified to lawmakers for more than 2 hours, saying the state overpaid more than 45,000 Missourians' unemployment benefits. The state wants to garnish wages, and lawmakers, both Democrat and Republicans, say that it's not right.
They just say it's not right. Right? And you know what they actually had an opportunity to do was to appeal it. That don't mean your appeal is going to be successful. You understand? That don't mean that they not going to take that money. Okay? Because they already talking about garnishing wages. They talking about taking taxes. You understand? They going to turn around and start snatching some of them stimuluses, because they turned around and said that if you owed the government money on the first round, when it was the first one where they could take the money back for like houses, cars, for like debts that you owed the government and stuff like that, right? It was the first one, right? I think it was the first stimulus that came out. And did they still do that on the second one, or did they drop that?
I don't remember that for the second one.
Huh?
I don't remember that for the second one.
I think they dropped it though. But now that they claim, and that's just in Missouri. That's just in Missouri. They claim they overpaid everybody all over the world. You understand? All over this country, I mean. So guess what they gonna do? They gonna get their goddamn money. They ain't trying to hear that. They finna get that money back from the poor people. That's just like in an emergency situation, in a pandemic, right? You turn around, you're supposed to look after the people. That's what the government is set up for, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Right.
You're supposed to turn around and look after the people. But what they do is they look after their pockets and their purses. They ain't looking after the damn people, man. You understand? In no way, shape, form, or fashion. They can give a goddamn about the people. They looking after their person. They went up on the food, man. You understand? The people already you can't buy no food. You don't have a job. You can't buy nothing. And they went up on the chicken and the cheese and the eggs and the milk and every damn thing else that you like to eat. The cereal, all of that. Chicken had went up, what, 10.6%? Beef, it went up, oh my God, 12, 14, I think it was like 14%. I think the beef went up about 14%. It was terrible, man, and it still is. Okay? Keep reading.
These folks have gotten this letter saying payment is due immediately for a payment plan that they didn't set up.
A payment plan that they ain't even, look. We ain't even talking to you about how much you can pay. This is how much you're going to give me. You can't tell me that they ain't the devil.
Right.
Like, they don't even have enough sense to say, you know what, some of these people still ain't even went back to work. They still are unemployed. They were struggling before this even happened. They was in the grocery store struggling to buy Snook's 10 for 10 sale. You can get 10 things for $10 in Snook. They were struggling to pay for that. But guess what? Oh, no. This is how much I want you to send me. Only the devil would do that. Didn't take into consideration that we still in the pandemic. That people still getting sick. People still dying. Business is still closing. People still ain't back to work. Things is still not, what Fauci keeps saying, back to normal. You understand? Things is not back to normal yet. And And look at what they doing, man. Look at what they doing. Send you a bill and say, give me this money. You understand? This is what I need from you. I ain't talking about how much you can give. Send me money.
Yeah. And Salakia, but it's just like you said earlier, you know, because these people are supposed to be your representatives, and these are the people that you keep voting for, right? Like you keep going to the polls, you keep voting. This is what you're getting, right? Start local. It doesn't matter. Okay, this system is dead set against you at the national level, at the state level, and at the city level. Okay, it don't matter what level you want to go to. They don't care about you. You don't really matter. Like, they're saying that, oh, this is a horrible thing, but they had already sent the letters out. They already got people that's hemmed up with these payment plans. Like, and then, oh, well, it's not right. Okay, well, if it wasn't right, then why did they get it in the first place? Because y'all want to put on a nice public face, but in private, you know, you're doing things to set the people up. And this is a payment that, again, you made. These people didn't sign up, didn't do nothing for this. You sent the money. They lost their job. You sent money. And, oh, we sent you too much. That sounds like a personal problem. Like, I didn't, okay, well, maybe you won't make that mistake next time. That's where it should end. You figure out who made the filing error.
And you know good and damn well they ain't made that kind of mistake.
You know
what I'm saying? They ain't made no mistake and gave away no 150 million. They don't want to give you $8 an hour. So how the hell they make a mistake and give you over 150 mil by accident? When they don't even want to pay you what you worth. You work hard as hell as slave in these goddamn warehouses, these restaurants, and every damn thing else. You fought to get $15 an hour about 8 years ago. And you know what happened to you then? You got fired. They didn't want to give the damn fast food workers $15 an hour. And they turned around and fired all the adults and hired all their goddamn kids. That's why all of the children is working in McDonald's. It's kids that's managers in these places now.
Okay.
18 and 19 years old. They taking the $8. You understand? The $9. The parents like, nah, man, you got to pay us a little something. You know what I mean? And they fired them people, man. And I said, oh, you don't do it? Okay, no sweat. I hire your goddamn child. You know, disgusting, man. I'm gonna play this. I think let me see if I can get the damn thing. I got it. Well, this pop-up stuff be getting on my damn nerves. Hold on 1 second. I think I got the little video of this right here.
The state of Missouri wants to take back around $150 million it overpaid to unemployed workers.
Yeah, our Missouri Capitol reporter Emily Manley was there when lawmakers agreed to not take back the money, saying it was the state's mistake. She joins us live. Emily?
Well, John and Sandy, today, the Missouri Department of Labor director testified to lawmakers for more than 2 hours in a very lengthy committee hearing. And during that time, she said that the state needs to take back the money to the 45,000 Missourians that they overpaid when it comes to employment benefits. The state says that they're considering garnishing wages, but lawmakers say that's just not right.
So these folks have gotten this letter that's saying payment due immediately for a payment plan that they didn't set up, saying that their wages are going to be garnished. And that is patently unacceptable.
The Missouri Department of Labor reports the state paid out more than $5 billion in unemployment benefits in 2020.
We realize in looking at the claims that were filed that over 50% of the unemployment claims that were filed in 2020 were by first-time filers.
Department Director Anna Hughes says nearly 46,000 Missourians collected about
over 50% of the people that filed for unemployment, that was their first time filing. That was their first goddamn time filing for unemployment. It's not like these are people that's degenerate workers that just can't keep a job or whatever.
Yeah.
This was their first time. I only said that because that's what all Christians say. You know what I'm saying? That they just want to live off the system or they don't want to work or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But when we've always had it rough here, we've always had a hard time keeping a damn job. You know what I'm saying? We've always been, like I said, we get micromanaged when we come to work. Go ahead.
That's a lot here. That's just numbers bearing out exactly what we was talking about with the pastor earlier. Yeah, he got a BMW. He ain't never not had a job in his life until now. That man worked his whole life. He ain't got no job now. So we gonna deny him food because he got a car? So what you want him to sell his car so he can eat? So then how he gonna get another job?
He better. Man, hey, man don't sell his car, man don't eat. You understand? Man don't sell his house, man can't eat. That's what the pastor say. Obviously. You understand? Go ahead, go to the next one. They are evil, man.
Damn right.
I mean, these people, the people that are ruling over us, like the Bible says that. Matter of fact, let's get this scripture too. Give me, let me see. Pull the article up and then get this scripture for me real quick. Give me Proverbs 29:2.
Okay.
Man, this is disgusting. You know what I mean? Our oppressor, man, the people that are ruling over us, like I said, they are extremely evil. And Martin Luther King's theory, every pastor after him theory, your theory, you voters' theory, these people ever turning around and seeing things your way, just a little, right? You understand? Just seeing things your way, just a little bit. Guess what? It's never going to happen. You are an idiot to think that they are ever going to change, man.
Right.
Here of all times, when people are extremely sick and dying, thousands a day are dying in every damn city. And you turn around and find more ways to oppress the very people that you are oppressing already.
Right.
They have been doing so for a long time. Like, that is terrible. Like, you understand? Go ahead, read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. The righteous, guess what? They're not trying to oppress nobody.
Right.
You understand? You righteous. What the hell you gonna do that for? We're not out here burning midnight oil trying to figure out what's the next what they call it, Ponzi scheme. That we gonna turn around and hit you with so we can get over on them. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what we doing. We are not doing that at all. The righteous, when they bear rule, when they are in authority, you understand, the people do what?
The people rejoice.
The people rejoice. Okay? Meaning the people are happy. They good. Right? But, keep reading.
But when the wicked beareth rule.
When the wicked do what?
Beareth rule.
When the wicked give you unemployment.
The people mourn.
The people mourn. Do you know how many folks got them goddamn letters out and turned around and start mourning? And blood pressure went through the goddamn roof. You understand? They started getting flashbacks of when they ain't had no damn money at all. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh my God, now how the hell I'm finna pay this bill? We're already wondering every month how we finna pay the next fire bill. How we gonna pay the next gas to the Cleve bill? How we gonna pay the next car note? How we gonna pay the next? Hey, food is a bill now. That's a whole bill. Food supposed to be plenteous, man. You supposed to just be able to go eat You understand? That's what you're supposed to be able to do with food. But you got to sit down and look at a damn budget and plan on how much money you're going to spend at the store because you don't have none. That's disgusting. That's terrible, man. That's what happens when the wicked bear rule. Is you got to sit down and budget how you going to feed yourself every damn month. If you can feed your damn children every month, man. You know how many sisters and how many brothers go without meals to feed their children, man? That's terrible. That's disgusting. The parent and the child supposed to be able to eat.
Damn right.
And like I said, you come here to our food drive, Commander Junior Hunter give you food. You will eat here. You got to worry about that. Go ahead, Doc.
That's a lot here. But this is the wealthiest nation in the history of the planet. This is not there are just poor people. No. The people who run this country want there to be poor people. They want there to be homeless people. They want these things. This is not something that happened or by a mistake.
Right.
This is by design. They want that extreme wealth and that extreme poverty. But it makes them feel better. It makes their wealth feel better that other people are dying while they discard what most people would love to have. Like it would be something that's great to most people, but to them it's trash. Like it's the opulence. It's like it, but it's just it's sick.
It is. It is. You know what I mean? Jump to the next article. You know what? Go ahead. Jump to the next one. Because you get the point on that. Our oppressor, he is the devil, the Bible speaks.
Yeah, right.
And he's going to find a way to oppress you. He got all the money in the goddamn world, but now he want his money back. The little money that you already gave him back already. That $150 million, he got it back already. He got it back. But guess what? He want more.
Yeah, right.
He want more for even having to give you that the first time.
Go
ahead.
Sorry, real quick. But that's why they gave it to you. Was to put the money back into these businesses. It's not like these people that went and saved all that money. They done paid bills. They done bought groceries. They done bought clothes for their family. This money went right back out into the community, right back out into the businesses, right back out to your donors.
The economy, like what they like to say.
It stimulated the economy. So what are your donors just got a big check. You complaining? Everybody won from that. Who lost?
We did. Now we finna start losing. Because now they sending out collection notices behind the damn unemployment money they just gave the people, man. Disgusting. Go ahead, Warrior, read.
Transgender woman is killed in a vicious and violent attack in her Miami apartment.
Let me tell you, LGBTQ, LMNOP, XYZ members in y'all community, he understand. You better stop that gay stuff because more of this is gonna be happening. It already been going on. A lot of these men turn around and is gay and trying to pose as women. They've already been wiping them out. You understand? I know a bunch of. I don't know them personally, but I know stories. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was watching Jerry Springer, like years ago when it first came out. I turned around and see the episode, and this I can't forget this one episode to where a dude took his neighbor on the show. And this is somebody that he turned around and he's sitting, hey man, how's it going? And how's the family? And hey, what's going over, man? Have a beer. And, you know what I mean? This is somebody that he kicking it with, right? That's a neighbor, cool neighbor. They were across the street from whatever. And he turned around and took him on the show and revealed a secret to his neighbor and told his neighbor that he was gay and that he was in love with him. And when he went home after that show, immediately that man was found dead. The gay man was found dead the next day. You understand? The gay man that revealed that to the world. I mean, he took this man on TV talking about, surprise, I want you. You understand? And he turned around and went home and blew his damn brains out. And a lot of you homosexuals is going to end up dead behind this gay mess. You lying to these men, acting like you a woman, knowing that if you tell them that you are a man, you might get punched in your face. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
And Salakia, but you know, a lot of people think that we talk about homosexuality and this transgenderism out of hate. No, we talk to our people about this out of love. Yep. Like, first off, we're not the ones committing these crimes.
Right.
And we're trying to get our people to not be victims of these crimes.
Right.
Like, we're trying to get our people to live a life that is more full and more abundant by following these laws, that has more meaning to it, that has actual life in it. Like, these are just different methods of killing yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, what you trick somebody and then they attack you, or you get AIDS and then you die. Like, you're finding new and more inventive ways to kill yourself. Mm-hmm. And we're just trying to get our people to stop. Like, there's a reason for you to live. You have worth. You don't have to do this to yourself. Because that's all you do. You try to find a way out.
Right. Absolutely. Read a little bit of that. And then I'm going to give you the scripture.
An attack that a police detective describes as very vicious and violent, has authorities searching. Vicious and violent.
Vicious and violent. Gays are violent. I don't know why they think the LGBT community is so loving and sweet. They are more domestically violent than two heterosexuals. You understand? They are more domestically violent than a man and a woman. They can't stand each other. They hate each other's goddamn guts. Keep reading.
Has authorities searching for the killer of a 45-year-old transgender woman found dead 2 weeks ago in her Miami apartment. Family identified the victim as Alexis Braxton.
Alexis. Her name is Alex. You understand? You are a boy, Damon. You understand? Nothing about that, Alexis. Keep reading.
Whoever did this, you need to come forward. Braxton's sister, who gave her name as Neki? Nick?
What is
Neki? Neki.
That might be another transgender. You know what I'm saying? That might be another damn tranny, y'all. Who knows? Okay? Neki. Good Lord. Nikki. Go ahead, keep reading.
You hurting our family. You hurting everyone around us, and we want to know why would you do it?
I'm not wondering why you would do it. Leviticus 20 and 13. Give me that. Leviticus 20 and 13 says why this happened. You understand? And I'm going to show you in the scripture. Okay?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with woman.
If a man does what?
Lieth with mankind, as he lieth with a woman.
So if you sit, I can't even call that sex. That's not even sex. If you lie with a man like you do with a woman, and you are a man, keep reading.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of you have committed something that God hates. God hates. That's what an abomination is. God hates that thing that you just did. Keep reading.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Surely be put to death.
Why did you do this?
They shall surely be put to death.
The Lord put this transgender to death.
Damn
and
right.
eventually, all of you gonna get put to death.
Damn right.
Because you're not supposed to be a homosexual. You're not supposed to be a lesbian. You're living such a horrible, horrible life. Let me tell you what the LGBT community would be, and every other community would be great without you. It would be great without gays in the goddamn community. I remember this, and I hated that day when me and my family was driving down Highway 70, and when we approached Grand, you know where the two gas stations are? BP and 66, Phillips 66, I think it is.
Kind of might be
Yeah, something
kind.
like that. And I turned around to my son and said, "Daddy, look." And he pointed up in the goddamn, I forgot how old my son was at the time. I think he might have been about 7 or 8. And it was a picture of two men in their underwear. Nothing else on, just their underwear. A white man and a black man holding hands, talking about meet your match on some type of gay dating site. I forgot how old, I think my son might have been like 6 or 6, between 6 and 8, man. And my son saw that mess. And when God, I was so goddamn pissed, man. You know what I mean? Here I am with your mama, and then you see a sign like that with two men. Good goddamn night. And this is what our children are experiencing here in this place. They got to even see two sissies be together, walking up and down the goddamn street with each other. All on movies with each other. They make every movie of ours, they got a gay or lesbian in it now, right? Yeah, every damn scene is damn gay almost. They what was that Kevin Hart movie, the damn school thing? What was the name of that? Night School or something like that? Night School had a gay scene in it. It's about a guy who didn't have an education, and he went to night school in order to get it, and then they had 2, 3, 4 gay scenes in it, to where Kevin Hart go into his seat, right? And then the devil said, "Ooh, sit next to me." I said, "Oh my God!" At first, I forgot who movie I was watching. Cause first I was like, "Damn, it ain't nothing gay in here." I told my rib that I said, "Damn, it's nothing gay in here so far. It might be a good movie out there." And then that happened. I said, "God, I spoke too goddamn soon." Then the other, I think when Tiffany Haddish turned around and told him at the end, he wanted to holler at her. I like women. I don't like men. I said, "Oh my God, here they go." And it wasn't even funny. It was that gay stuff is not funny. I don't know who told Tyler Perry that he was hilarious wearing a dress, but you're not. That's not funny at all. That's gay. And that gay mess is not even funny, y'all. You know what I mean? But for some odd reason, the earth loved that nonsense. And guess who's pushing it on our people? Our oppressors, man. They are pushing that filthy mess on our people. And you wonder why so many of our damn children, man, our young men and women, is gay. So they got hope for now. You know how many people I done heard talk about, damn, they hiring all the gays. So guess what you think going through their mind? They got to be gay in order to get a goddamn job. That's disgusting, man. That is disgusting. Jump to the next one real quick. Let's get these last few articles out. We getting close to the time.
A lot here, but I was looking at to find the source, but I had seen an article. No, I was watching an interview, and they were talking about how they wanted to increase the gay and lesbian presence in media, and they said that gays and lesbians made up approximately, I think it was like 1 or 2% of the population. But in media, they represented about 55 to 60% of characters.
Yeah.
So like it's basically just them trying to push out and make it so normal that every character or almost every other character is gay or lesbian or bisexual or transgender.
Absolutely, man.
It's an actual, and it was, I was sitting there and I was stuck for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. So are you doing an interview and saying the gay and lesbian agenda on TV, and then you go to say, oh, there's no gay or lesbian agenda? Yeah, there is. They just did an interview and just told you about
There
it.
is. Oh, it definitely
And there's
is.
facts. Like,
It definitely is. I'm telling you, man. That's terrible. Go ahead. Jump to the next article.
okay.
That's terrible, man.
A black police officer in
Hold up. This is a black cop. Commander General Hunter has told all of you black police officers, male or female, all of you black damn Air Force and Marines and military soldiers to get off of that force and come join this one, man.
right.
You understand? But read this article. Finish that up.
Okay. A black police officer in Florida was fired for using the N-word, but his police union wants him reinstated.
He turned around and used the N-word. This black police officer, let me tell you something, Mr. White Man. I don't give a damn about another nigga calling me a nigga.
Right.
You understand? I can care less. Nigga, what you nigga, what? You understand? That's how I'm coming back. You know what I mean? I don't care about that, man. The kid involved in it didn't care. The officer didn't care. That's why he was using the word. That's why he used it. You understand? And then we're going to find out something very, oh my God. The white man is the devil.
Damn right.
You understand? You got to understand this, man. You got to understand it. And with reading these next few articles and these next thing I'm about to say, the Lord will, you get it and you understand. But if you don't, Lord be with you. You understand? But this, you can't work for them and be special.
Right.
You understand? You cannot do anything and get no special treatment nowhere in this earth by our oppressors. You got to separate from them. But this black officer, meanwhile, you got white people murdering and blowing out whole brains of blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, and then they go unpunished completely. They get acquitted of all charges.
Right.
And General Muhammad broke that down about how and why they keep getting away every single time. Black people, when they hear that the cop is getting charged with first-degree murder, guess what we start doing? Yeah, we think we getting somewhere. We think we finna get a conviction.
Right.
But then General Muhammad, that's the hardest thing to damn prove by a cop. You understand? Is that a cop just, even though we know that's what he did, but in his courtroom, it's virtually impossible to prove. And that's why they get acquitted and walk away every single damn time. You know what I mean? Go ahead and read that article.
A black police officer in Florida was fired this week after footage from his body camera showed him using the N-word during a personal phone call and while making an arrest last November.
He on his phone in his car, and they done picked up the conversation, and they go to and read what he said. Read what he said. And they turn around and say, "Oh no, you can't be using that type of language around here."
Get out of that part. That's it. Okay. He first uses the word while talking to himself, according to the footage. A few minutes later, White makes a personal call to a woman. The two begin discussing dinner plans before talking about the differences in their job. Quote, every day that I go to work and not one kid gets shot or stabbed, that means I've done my job.
You see what he's saying? You see what he's saying? Yeah. He's going to work making sure that our people don't kill each other. You understand? Because the school that he worked at is predominantly black and Hispanic. So he's like, hey, every time I go to work, ain't nobody got stabbed and ain't nobody got shot. I'm doing my job.
Right.
He actually think he's doing his job. You know, he signed up and he's working in the department, the part of the field that he's in. as a youth officer to help make sure that our kids don't kill each other.
Right.
What's so wrong with that?
Yeah.
You understand? I mean, he's not supposed to be on the police force, but he has the right attitude.
Right.
He's not the criminal.
Right.
You understand? What's his name? Zimmerman. That was the criminal.
Yeah.
The one that killed Michael Brown. He
Like
was the
it.
criminal.
Darren Wilson.
Darren Wilson. He's the criminal. The one that murdered Tamir Rice. Those cops that jumped out on a little kid that was playing with a gun. That the call went through, and the woman that called and said, "I believe this kid has a toy. I just want to check and be safe." That's all. You know, it wasn't no big deal. It wasn't like the woman was, there's a big black guy with a gun. They said he was 20 years old.
Yeah.
When the person on the phone already said it's a kid.
Yeah.
And they jumped out the car and murdered that little boy in cold damn blood for playing with a toy gun. Meanwhile, his kids probably play with real guns.
Oh, God.
And white kids play with real guns and murder real people all over schools and the earth and everywhere else. But this little kid, you understand, got murdered by a white cop, and then guess what happened? Nothing. Acquitted of all charges. What was my man named, the one that I can't breathe?
It's like Eric Garner.
Eric Garner. You know what they did after they got acquitted? They started making shirts and making a mockery of them murdering an innocent man, talking about I can't breathe.
It's like it. They said I can breathe.
I can breathe. It's like there you go. You got it. Right. I can breathe. Of course you can. You murdered him. You can't. They the devil, man. They are the devil. Keep reading.
And that's a lot of responsibility. You don't have all that responsibility. White says explaining the other person's job before speaking about his own. Well, you know, some will say you have more responsibility. You manage multi-million-dollar property. He said, or some ghetto N-word don't get shot or stabbed. I don't know. But to their mama, they worth $1 million.
To their mama, they worth $1 million. And guess who else they worth something to? That goddamn black man.
Damn right.
You understand?
Damn
black
right.
Man, he's made the victim. I mean the damn culprit here. You understand? He's the one that they turned and made a criminal. When this is his conversation. So what he called a nigga a nigga. You understand? He's saying that niggas worth $1 million to they goddamn money. And I'm making sure that they go home unhurt. You understand? And he gets fired immediately. Go ahead.
That's a lot here. The way he said it, you know, he's like, or some ghetto nigga don't get shot. Like, he said it like, you know, fuck that $1 million property. That young black kid in his school is worth more than $1 million, and what I do is more important than protecting $1 million building. Like that's.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And this is what it, man.
It's something else, ain't it?
God.
It's something else. Let me see. Let me read this part real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is from the union's police chief, right? This is his statement, his words. The union's actions come as police chief Brian Dugan receives emails supporting White. He get emails supporting him from the school that he worked at. Listen, it says some describing him as beloved and respected by students and staff at the school. That little nigga that he said, nigga, get over here and get these handcuffs. He loved the man. He loved the goddamn man. He was one of them that wrote the goddamn letter. The kid knew he was doing wrong, and he said, don't take it out on him, because he called me a nigga. You understand? So what? He didn't give a damn. The child didn't even care, man. The child didn't care about being called a nigga. You know what I mean? This brother was beloved by the students and the staff. Okay? And it says nearly half of the students attending the East Tampa school are black compared to 1 in 5 district-wide. Right? It says Dugan said he made what he called a very difficult decision to fire a white. No, it wouldn't sound difficult at all to you. It didn't sound difficult at all. You heard he said the N-word and you got rid of him with the quickness. Check this out. Pull the next article real quick. It said, did you have more that you want to read? Okay, go ahead, read that real quick, and I'm going to read it.
Because it goes directly against exactly what the chief just said.
I know.
Derogatory statements made by police officers jeopardize the trust that our department works to establish within our community, said Chief Brian Dugan. Obviously, his statements were not seen as derogatory by anybody, and he is the one who has the good reputation in the community.
Absolutely. Your people are the ones who don't have a good reputation in our community.
Right.
You understand? You turn around and pulled up on Michael Brown and said, nigga, get out the fucking street, and then killed him. But guess what? This black cop right here, he's beloved by everybody in the damn school. You understand? Everybody in the goddamn school loves the man. But he's the damn criminal. Meanwhile, you could be a white cop, the one that murdered Anthony Lamar Smith. You could kill this brother, another innocent black man, and get away with it. And say, I was scared for my life. He had drugs, he had a gun. And he didn't have no drugs, and he had no gun. But they get away with that, though. But this brother used the N-word, something that we all could. Damn about you walking up, hey, what's up, nigga? What's up, my nigga? I don't even care. It's not like I'm looking at you sideways. I feel we here. You understand what they do? We here. We understand each other. You know what I mean? We're not using it in a derogatory sense. But that white woman on that goddamn movie, what she said? Rosewood. Niggers. She lied on a black man and said that he raped her when she was cheating on her husband with her nasty ass, with another white man, with one of his friends, one of his goddamn co-workers. This white filthy whore was sleeping with another white man and got caught and said, nigger. That's used in a derogatory sense. And look at all of the black people that got murdered behind that, man. Behind this white whore and her lie. Look at the brother Emmett Till that got murdered behind a white whore and her lie. The goddamn kid. The whole waited until she on her deathbed and said, he never whistled at me. He never said anything to me. But meanwhile, this family, he got drugged out his house late at night. I mean, they came through like they had a warrant for the damn world's greatest criminal. Because they said this kid whistled at a white woman. They went and drug him out the house. The mother and the father was like, there wasn't nothing we could do. Just think about what those people did, man. They drugged this little boy in a vehicle where beyond recognition, you couldn't recognize his face no more. Couldn't recognize him. But meanwhile, the black man uses N-word. And you know, white cops did that to Emmett Till. Yeah, white cops did that to him. The ones that, what they say, serve and protect. Yeah, that's who killed Emmett Till. White police. And they still doing it to this day.
Damn right.
They still doing it to this day. But meanwhile, this brother say the N-word to them in this world, they just some little nigga. But to their mama, they worth $1 million. You understand? Because they love their goddamn children. And guess who else do? He do. The black cop that got fired is making sure that they turn around and go home safe. And he loses his job. Go ahead, Doc.
Rocky, he made the one mistake a cop can't make. He protected an anchor. You can't protect anchors.
Right.
You can't look out for them.
Right. You can't make sure you got to put them in the system. You got to lock them up. Don't break up the fight. Let them fight for a while and then turn around and say it got out of hand so you can lock them both up. That's what they want. They don't want you to break it up. They want you to let them kill each other or turn around and make an arrest.
Huh.
That's what they want. Not solve the problem and say, hey, man, get off. Hey, that's your brother, man. Stop fighting. You know that's what he doing.
Huh.
You know he around there with some sense.
Right.
He around there trying to help the people, man. He looking at his little people and saying, y'all ain't finna do that, not today. Not on my shift. You understand?
They're right.
What's his name? What's the officer's name? Give me his name.
It was. Let me make sure it's there. It's Officer Delvin White.
Not while Officer Delvin White is here, you ain't. You understand? Not in front of me, you ain't. Y'all finna go get right and get back in class and learn something. You understand? That's what he doing. And guess what? You can't do that like you said. They want them in the system. They don't give a damn about teenagers.
Right.
That's where they starting them at. They girl them. That's what they schools have been doing for years. Is girling our boys and even our girls too for prison. What they call the pipeline?
School to prison pipeline.
School to prison pipeline. To where you taking them, sending them right from school straight on to jail. You understand?
That's why they have police officers in the school. So it's not just breaking up the fight. It's okay. You fought in school. Kids been fighting in school since schools been invented. But if you're a little laker and you fight in school, you don't get sent to the principal's office. You don't get suspension or detention. You get arrested immediately and then booked.
Right. Absolutely. And our people, they didn't know that for a long time. They thinking that, it's just a bad school. You know what I'm saying? They have to have police in there to watch the kids. So they can. I like the police being in there. So they didn't know that the police is there. So when they turn around and fight or do anything, they're committing a crime. And they're going to take them to jail, and they're going to be in the system. That's what they want. This brother was preventing that, man. And let me finish this part, and then we're going to jump to the next one. It says, I'm going to read it again from the top. It said, Dugan said he made what he called a very difficult decision to fire White, based on the fact that he used the word on not one, but two separate occasions, as well as the context of each time White used the word. Both instances were captured on the officer's body camera. Now you know, white people have murdered our people with the camera, push the button, turn it off, and then turn it back on after they murdered us. But this brother is obviously not hiding anything. He leaves his camera on. You understand? But he's the criminal. You pull up the next story. Got the next one. But he's the criminal though. Okay, and check it out. In one of the cases, Dugan said White called a black student at Middleton the N-word as he was arresting him. To me, what's more troubling is that as a school resource officer, he would talk to a student that way. Dugan said, I look at as a school resource officer as equivalent to a teacher. Would you want a teacher to talk to your son in that manner? According to a summary letter to Dugan from members of his command staff, the first incident happened on November the 13th, while White was driving home from an off-duty assignment. He used the word while apparently speaking to himself about an unidentified group of people, the letter said. Then, while talking with his wife on the phone during the same car ride, he used the word again, this time referring in a general context about the students he protects. Did you hit that word? Did you get that word? That he protects at the school, the letter said. He actually protects the damn kids, man. This brother, the school is all right. It's safe because he's there.
Right.
The school is all right because that brother is there. Now let's see how many of our oppressors get fired immediately when they use the N-word. Go ahead, read that.
Okay. St. Louis County dispatcher investigated for using racial slurs over the police radio, no longer with the department.
They said they had to investigate this, right? Read that article.
A St. Louis County dispatcher who sources said is the brother-in-law of Chief Mary Barton.
Now he's the brother-in-law of the goddamn white man. Okay, so you know he got ranked. Go ahead.
Is no longer employed with the department after broadcasting a racial slur over the radio to dozens of on-duty police officers earlier this month.
Now pay attention to that part about he's no longer on the force. Keep reading.
A St. Louis County police spokesperson said the employee was working as a dispatcher when he said the N-word while dispatching a call on January 9th. He was immediately removed from the radio and relieved of his duties, the police said. An investigation was then launched to examine the incident. The individual was employed with the department from January 20th, 2004 to January 19th, 2021.
That's a long time. Keep going.
According to St. Louis police officials. It is unknown if the employee was terminated or quit.
What?
It is unknown if the employee was terminated or quit.
But I thought it said he was immediately removed. Huh? I thought he was no longer working on the force. I thought you knew why and knew how. It's what? Read that again.
It is unknown if the employee
unknown if the employee did what?
Was terminated or quit.
Whether he was terminated, which was fired, or he quit. You can't tell me the white man is not the devil.
Right.
You cannot tell me he's not the devil. Our people miss this kind of stuff, man. You know the devils, they play games with words.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Go ahead, Doc.
They said he was immediately removed from the radio and relieved of his duties. That's what they do when cops shoot somebody. They put you on desk duty. So okay, you're not on the radio, but you work in this part of the dispatch office now. So now you don't do your duties anymore. You do something else. Like he didn't lose his job; they just moved him. Like, and then he obviously it's obvious he quit because if he had been terminated, they would have put that in there because it makes them look better.
Absolutely. Now you know that he's on another force. Somewhere else, getting ready to call someone else a naker live over the goddamn dispatch until he retires. Go ahead.
Slovakia. He resigned. He wasn't terminated. He wasn't. This is the thing. He resigned. He wasn't terminated. You know what happens when you aren't terminated and you resign? You're rehirable.
You're rehirable. Absolutely.
So he's the brother-in-law of the chief. Wait till this blows over, and you'll get your job back. He doesn't even have to go to another department.
Yep.
And he's been there long enough to, I'm sure, get a part, maybe not a full one, but a partial pension. So you can run on your pension for a couple months, for a couple weeks, let the story die down, and then come on back to work.
Yep. Come right back to work. Jump to the next one.
Okay.
Yep. He turned around, and it's unknown whether he was. Now he gets to say the N-word, right? Broadcast it in front of everybody he working right there next to, all over the damn dispatch for every naker that work on the force to hear, and then turn around. It's unknown if he is scratching their head. It's like I don't know if he quit or he got terminated. I don't even know. Boy, they the devil, man. Those some evil people. Go ahead.
Ex-Ferguson cop Darren Wilson admits to using the N-word. A court filing reveals Darren Wilson, the former Ferguson, Missouri police officer who fatally shot black teen Michael Brown, used the N-word in reference to black people.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. That's why it was nothing for him to pull up and tell him, Michael Brown, nigga, get the fuck out the street.
Yeah.
It was nothing for him to say that to him. Go ahead, keep reading.
In a sworn admission, Wilson said he and other city officers have all used the word.
Guess what? They use it to their fellow officer that's black.
Yeah.
They call them niggers too.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Officer Wilson did it. It's like it. Quote: Officer Wilson did admit in discovery responses that he used the N-word and has heard former officers use the N-word at least on one occasion. Greg Lawful, Wilson's attorney, said. All right, but he did so while repeating/reporting what a victim, witness, or suspect, etc., relayed to him while conducting an investigation or preparing a report. Kalapel insists that Wilson, quote, never used the N-word to refer to an African American in a racist or derogatory manner. And he never repeated a racist joke while on duty.
Yeah, okay. While on duty.
God.
Didn't say not at all.
God.
You understand? But while on duty. Okay, and you know that you used it on duty too.
Right.
He did the day that he murdered Michael Brown. He did it that day. Go ahead, jump to the next one.
God.
One day, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are going to wake totally up. And you're going to realize that those crazy Negroes in the ISUPK that's on every damn corner in every major city in America and out of this country was right. We should have been separated from them. Maybe I wouldn't have lost so many of my family members.
Right.
That's what they're going to be saying. Maybe so many of my brothers and my sisters would not be dead right about now had we done what they said to do since 1969, which is to separate from these people, man. Not to try to live and dwell amongst them. Look at what's happening to us. We use the term nigga all year. And we ain't killing each other because we call each other a nigga.
No.
But we get called a nigga by the oppressor by white people, and then we get our brains blown. You know?
Right.
And this every day. Go ahead, Doc.
An NYPD official is under investigation after a report connects him to a racist post on the police message board.
He turned around and he's under investigation, or did he get fired out? What did he say happened to him?
Under investigation.
He's under an investigation. You see, they got to investigate their people, right? I got to check and make sure. I got to make sure that you actually said what you said over the radio. So I got to investigate this. Because, I mean, you could have been like the news lady that said, no, I didn't say nigger, I said nuggets. You understand? Remember that one? We call nuggets, we niggers, every damn thing. But I didn't say that. I didn't say nigger. I said nuggets. I said nigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on. Okay? The other one, I think it was Michael Jordan's sportscast. He turned around, he said you said nuts. He called us nut, not nigger. So, you know, they turned around, I think Jordan got rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc.
Calm down. A high-ranking official with the New York Police Department has been temporarily relieved of his command and placed on modified duty.
Placed on what?
Modified duty.
On modified duty. You say a racial slur as a white man, you get modified. You gotta step down now. Just till this blows over. Because you know, NAACP, Al Sharpton, Black Lives Matter, they're going to come out, stand outside the building and walk through it. You understand? And for about a week, you know, maybe less. You understand? And then it's over, then you go right back to what you was doing. Calling nakers. You understand? Just degrading blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, oppressing us, murdering us, and every damn thing else. You'll be right back to it in no time. Go ahead.
They don't really worry about them. Ain't no election coming up.
Huh?
Ain't no election coming up soon, so they ain't got to worry about them too much.
Oh, man.
You know, that's sometimes that's sometimes they come out. Is when it's an election.
I'm telling you.
Ain't no worry about them.
God, absolutely. Go ahead, read a little more.
Okay. After the city council investigation found evidence suggesting that he was behind a multitude of racist, anti-Semitic, and homophobic comments.
Look, this devil don't like nobody. You know what I'm saying? This devil don't like nobody, y'all. He hate blacks, Hispanics, he hate gays, he's anti-Semitic. I mean, he's every damn thing.
Yeah.
Boy, he hate every damn body. Go ahead, you go.
Between July 2019 and September 2020, a user under the name of Klausau routinely posted offensive messages on law enforcement rants, attacking black people, Muslims, Hasidic Jews, community, and others with extremely derogatory language, according to a draft from the New York City Council of Oversight.
Wait a second. He didn't go light on a nigga. It said extremely graphic. You understand? He was going in. But he gets put on modified duty.
Huh.
He gets to go from a patrol car to the bike. You understand? That's what he gets to do. Go from the bike to now you gotta walk the beat. You understand? You gotta walk the streets. He goes from the car, running through the neighborhoods, the black, Hispanic, Native Indian neighborhoods, and then he gets to work at Walmart. That's modified duty for them.
God.
You understand? That's modified duty for them. But he did not get fired like that brother did.
Right.
That brother was fired immediately, man.
God.
When this man is actually doing something, now he's not supposed to be a cop. You understand? But he's actually doing something on the force, is making sure that our little big-head baby's kids is safe while they're in school, man.
Right.
And this brother gets fired for using a word that we don't even give a damn about when it comes to each other. But meanwhile, this cat, and like so many others, we can keep going. Man, I got a list of articles that we don't even have time. We ain't got enough year. You understand? To go in on how many white people use N-word. You know what I'm saying? Good night, y'all. But with that, we're going to end the show. Shalom Israel. Make sure y'all check us out. You understand? Go to isupk.com, man, and get in our classes. They going all day, every day. You understand? All week long, year round. Okay? Like I said, make sure you join your people, man. It's time for us to separate from them. And it's time for us to come together as a nation. Look at how they doing our brothers that actually work on their force. You're not special. You're not special because you got a gun and a badge. You're just a slave in a uniform, man, with a gun and a badge. That's it. But you're going to do their work. And if they find you not doing it, they're going to do you like they did this brother and fire you. And then guess what? You can come to Command General Hunter and he'll give you a job. And with that, Shalom Israel.